Oh, excuse me. First day back for students today, and it was an awesome day. One of my nonverbal twins came back talking today, and so I chatted with him all day. Everything had the word no in front of it, just like a toddler would use, but I didn't care. I was enjoying listening and hearing him speak. So that's my newest excitement in the classroom. Today I'm going to do a one take Q&A. Kara is at her dad's. She's here Mondays and Tuesdays, and then she goes to her dad's on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So we kind of split up the week like that, evenly 50-50, and then we share every other weekend. So, and this weekend happens to be my weekend. So she'll be back on Friday. Now I know for you guys it's Thursday, but just know that my vlogs are always a day behind because it takes time to film all day, and then I have to edit it at night when I'm done filming, and then I have to create a movie, and it renders anywhere, depending on how long the film was, it renders anywhere between like 8 to 10 hours. So I always do it overnight, and then when I wake up in the morning, it's ready to go to be uploaded to YouTube. And I guess I don't have the fastest internet service, so where it would normally take about 30 minutes or so, it actually takes about 2 or 3 hours to upload to YouTube. So I get the upload process going in the morning before I leave for school, and then by the time I get home, it's ready to be published. So that's why it kind of takes like a process to get it all done. So every day around 4 o'clock, the day before's vlog gets posted when I get home. So that's kind of how that process works. I asked you guys to ask me some questions on Facebook, and I am going to answer them. Okay, first question, how did you meet your husband? That's a long story in its own. I was on a dating website, and I came across him. We talked for a month, or a little more than a month, before even seeing each other for the first time. And then he actually lived over in Palm Bay, over in the other coast. So it was about a 2-hour, 15-minute drive to come see me for the first time. So he came over, and we kind of just hit it off. The funny thing about my marriage is I only knew him 3 months before I married him. It's kind of scary. I know. But, and then due to his job, he couldn't move in right away. So we got married January 1st last year, and he didn't move in until the summer. Right? So we kind of only been living together since August, I think. Yeah. So we're still we're like the newlyweds, we're still trying to learn each other and figure each other out. It's one of those crazy things that sometimes I don't know, I just do. I'm crazy, I'm unpredictable. So that's how we met. The next question, do you have any New Year's resolutions? Yes, I have a couple of them. First and foremost, I'm going to be healthier by going gluten-free because of my gluten intolerance with my Hashimoto's disease. And so I started that exactly on January 1st. It's not really a resolution where I was like, because I can't go back. Like, I can't fail it. So I've always failed my New Year's resolutions by the second week in January. But this time, it's kind of one of those things I just made a change on January 1st. And also, the second thing that I want to accomplish in 2016 is I want to be better with my money. I want to save. I want to be able to have a nice chunk to fall back on in case of emergencies. And I want to fix my credit with some of the things that have happened in the past. Because my credit is not the best. So I'm hoping to save money and fix my credit. And also, I want to enjoy more of, like, vlogging. I also started that after Christmas. I want to make it my hobby. I want it to give me something to do. Because, when Kara's not here, and Mark works from 3 to 11, like tonight, I'm by myself. So I get quite bored, and, I wanted to have a hobby. And I think this kind of fulfills that need. So I think, yeah, I think that's my New Year's resolutions. What program do you use to edit videos? I use Sony Movie Studio Platinum 13, and I actually got it at Walmart. I think it was $40, $50. Yeah. Um, and I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and I figured it out in no time. There's a lot of realities. I don't know why I said that. There's a lot of help on YouTube. And the next question, would I recommend it? Yes, it's so easy. I know there's more expensive editing programs, but I haven't figured out this one all the way yet, and I don't think I need to do much more editing than I already do. Like, I don't need serious features. Although I don't know what those serious features are because this is my first time editing videos, but they have like Premiere Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro, they have Final Cut Pro, and those are like expensive programs, but I don't think it's necessary for something just fun and simple like these vlogs. Okay. What camera do you have? I have the Samsung NX 3300. I posted it on my Facebook if you want to go back and take a look at it. I can't say that I recommend it yet, only because I've never had a good camera. I've always used my phone. So I don't know what other cameras are compared to this one, so it's kind of difficult. But it has the viewfinder to flip up so I can see myself right now, even though I'm facing the camera, and that was one of the best features that I wanted to make sure I had. So I can make sure that I'm in focus, I can make sure that I'm in the frame, and I have control of that. So that makes it easy, and I can also change out the lenses, which is nice, although I have no idea what to do with lenses yet, because again, I'm still learning. What are your biggest pet peeves? Good grief. I feel like things annoy me a lot lately. So, but the main one that most of the people that are close to me know is repetitive noises. I can't stand feet tapping constantly. I can't stand clicking of the pens because eventually I'm gonna go, stop! I can't handle it. So I guess that would be my biggest pet peeve because it happens a lot in my day. Also, chewing with your mouth open, and my students can't figure that out quite yet. So if I give them a snack, it's all, oh, that is so annoying. So I'm careful with what I give them. Do I have any fears? Yes. I fear being alone. Yeah, I fear being alone. It's not a good feeling. Now, not like tonight where I'm alone, hanging out the house. I've gotten past that because it's, every week that I'm alone. I kind of enjoy the quiet, the peace. But I'm talking like, I don't know, like being old and not having any friends, being divorced again, that kind of alone. So that's kind of my fear. A memory from my childhood I'll never forget. That's a good one. I would have to say a memory from my childhood that I'll never forget would be the year we came. Now, I grew up in Connecticut. The year we came to Florida for Christmas, it was the year that I was starting to not believe in Santa. And I was the oldest, so I had a younger brother and a younger sister. And we came down to Florida, and we had Christmas at my grandparents' house. And when we woke up, there was so many presents. And at this point, I'm like, okay, like Santa found us in Florida. And I was excited for presents, don't get me wrong. But I was at that point where I was very, I don't know, very weird about the whole Santa thing. And when we left from Florida and we went back to Connecticut, And we got home. Now, we've been gone for like a week. I don't even remember how long it was. And the house has been locked up, and we get home and we go in the door, and there were presents everywhere under the tree. It was so much stuff, and I was like, "Oh my God, there is a Santa," because we've been gone. So there's no way that my parents could have done that. So there must be a Santa. So I was convinced ever since then. I'll just never forget it. Like that whole spirit again, that childhood spirit again hit me back when I was, I don't know, I want to say somewhere between 8 and 10. You know, that age where they start like inquiring. Yeah, so that is definitely, I couldn't figure out how those presents got in there. So there must be a Santa. I'll never forget that. All right, so work-related questions. What changes would you like to see to our educational system? Oh my gosh. That question I can do a whole vlog on all by itself. But to keep it short, I would have to say, one of the things that I'm bothered by the most is that I am a professional. I am an educated professional. I did my time in college to go all the way to get my master's degree. Now, where that's normally 6 years, it took me longer because I had to go slower because I had a baby. So I've put my time in to be an educated professional. And I feel like so much stuff now is dictated for us that I feel like I'm not trusted as an educated professional. I feel like I'm told so much what to do in my own classroom from, the state or whatever, and so many requirements and so many, laws and things and they constantly change nonetheless. But I just want to say, leave us alone. Leave us teachers alone. We are educated professionals. Let us do our jobs. I mean, good grief. Trust us that we went to school to teach children and that we come out being able to teach children. So I want to be treated like I have a degree and that I can do my job without, like a hoverboard over me, making sure every step of the way. And then not only that, being paid based on student performance. Yes, I do know that there are teachers out there that are lazy, that don't do their job. But that's the same in every profession. There are people that go above and beyond and do their job tenfold, and there are people that just do what is required of them, and then there are people that try to get away with doing nothing all day long. But that's in any profession, and that's up to, the administrator of the school to make sure you weed those out. However, for the rest of us, trust that we can do our job. Trust that we're going to use our best judgment to reach each student. I don't feel trusted, and for that reason, I think a lot of good teachers leave. And so I would just recommend letting us do our job and leaving us alone. And that includes state testing, and God, it's gotten out of hand. I don't know. I can make a whole vlog on that. If I won the Powerball, I like ending on this. If I won the Powerball tonight, would I still teach? I love to teach. I do not wake up not wanting to go to work. I want to be at work. In fact, when we have long vacations like summer and Christmas, I feel out of sorts when I'm not in my routine in my day. However, I always wanted to work from home. I think that if I won the Powerball, I would still pursue my passion for teaching, but I think I would do it in different mode, whichever word fits. I would do like online classes for universities, or I would do some after school tutoring, or some other form than being required to be an 8 to 5. I kind of wanted to try the whole stay at home thing, but I've never been financially able to do that. So, I don't know. But see, what would happen? I don't know what would happen if I stayed home all the time. Would I be bored? But I would want to keep myself busy with things that I love doing. So, I really don't know. I think I would definitely my first instinct would be to quit my job and well, I'd finish the year. I would never ever do that to students, but like leave at the end of the year and do all the things that I've always wanted to do at home, like on in the background. But I wonder that I wouldn't be bored with it and want to go and have my own classroom again. I don't know. It's kind of cool to think about. But I guess I'd have to play the Powerball in order to win the Powerball. That would help, right? All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's Q&A. I think I'm going to do this on a weekly basis just because it would be nice to have one day where I just do one take and there's no editing needed, and, Kara's not here, so there's not much going on, and kind of gives me like a little break from vlogging all day long. So I appreciate your questions, and I hope I answered them the best I could, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. We'll be right back.